Hey there, Leo, and welcome to your week of December 6th, 2021 general tarot reading. How the time has flown by. Oh, we got some pop outs for you to start things off. Hello, Spike. Your tail is lovely as always. But we're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, as well as some potential challenge cards for you as well, and some potential outcome cards too. Here, Leo, hopefully everything is going good. We're going to clarify all those cards and tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings though, Leo, so some, all, or none of it may resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that's great. If it doesn't, then that's just not part of your message. So don't try to make anything fit that doesn't, and don't try to force nothing. No square pegs and no round holes, all right? So we're starting things off. We got an extra card here, as well as all pop-outs. So that's very interesting to start things off for us this week for you, Leo. But we got the Knight of Wands, the Star, the Tower, and the Magician here. I feel like you're manifesting a big time change, something you're really passionate about, something you're really going for, something you've been really gung-ho about this. I really love this because you don't get to the Star card, you don't get to your wishes, your dreams, without going through the Tower first, right? So that's really awesome. I feel like you're manifesting like this change in you, some sort of like if this is a change in perspective, a change in belief, a change in the way you think even. It may even just be something as simple as that, but whatever it may be, maybe even a change in like the actions you take in order to go after stuff here. So I love that. That's fantastic. The Star card is a sign of Aquarius as well. So you might be having, you might have Aquarius in your chart. You might also be dealing with an Aquarius this week. But yeah, just you're manifesting that change with the Tower, the Magician as well. Like really just pulling that in here this week, which is fantastic. The Knight of Wands tells us that you're moving forward, you know, in a good pace here towards what you want, trying to achieve it. You're taking action, you're going forward, manifesting with the Magician here. You have your thought. I feel like you have your thoughts in your mind. Your thoughts in your mind are in alignment here, because you can see here he's pointing to the sky. It's as if like his thoughts, the you know, the sort of like the higher powers and stuff, and he's being like, this is what I want, and this is what I'm telling you I want, and he's pointing to the ground as well, saying like, this is where I want it here, I want it now, right? And he's got all the tools he needs here. I feel like especially you're focusing down on your passions too, because of the Knight of Wands here, means he has all four of the minor arcana at his disposal here. So yeah, you're just looking great here, Leo. I'm loving this. Yes, pursuing what you want. I'm loving that. So let's take a look at some possible challenges you might be facing this week here, Leo. See what's happening there too. We got the Emperor, sign of Aries. We got the Death card. Lots of major arcana for you this week. And the Ace of Pentacles. The Death card is the sign of Scorpio. So again, you might be dealing with an Aries or Scorpio this week, or you might have those signs in your chart as well. But yeah, lots of major arcana in your reading here so far. Very interesting. But we have the Emperor, the Death card, and the Ace of Pentacles in your challenges. I feel like you're really working towards bossing up here this week, Leo. Really working towards getting things accomplished. Like you really, that's where you want to be. You want to be the big boss eventually. I feel is like that's kind of your goal. Or it's possibly saying that you have a boss or an authority figure or just a mature person who has kind of feels like they have authority over you in your life, kind of being a bit of a challenge this week. And I feel like with the Death card here too, it feels like you're trying to put that to an end. You're trying to put that to rest to where you can be the boss, or you can not have to deal with that person anymore in your life as well. So just might be a challenge there for you as well, where you feel like, you know, maybe cycles aren't coming to an end, or you're not moving forward the way you'd like to here with the Death card. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's trying to grow something. Like you might feel like you're planting a seed in barren land almost, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles here is about growth. It's about, you know, planting seeds to have a beautiful harvest down the road here. And it might feel like you're trying to, and this person keeps maybe digging up or trampling all over your land where you're growing things here at this time. So let's take a look at some possible outcomes here as well for you in this reading here, Leo. See what's happening. See what's going on. Hopefully we can work through this, no problem here. You got the Ten of Swords. You got Temperance. Even more major arcana here. sign of Sagittarius. And we got the Five of Wands as well. All right. So yeah, I feel like there's you need a kind of a rip the Band-Aid off kind of moment for you here with the Ten of Swords. You need to sort of experience that, or have just have a moment of, like, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's, maybe you need to tell this person, just deal with them and be like, hey, like, I'm tired of putting up with your stuff. I'm tired of putting up with your junk, right? Like, for myself, I, have that a bit of a problem with that with my father. Is like, I have, I've had to have conversations with him where, like, he'll get a little bit, like, pushy about his opinions and stuff, and I have to be like, no, I'm a grown man. I'm a grown-ass man, Dad. Like, you have to step back and let me live my life, right? You have to kind of, like, stop that before it gets out of hand. Maybe you need to have a moment like that with this person here. This is what the Ten of Swords is telling us. With the Temperance card here, you just need to be open and flexible. You need to be, try to live in harmony, maybe be a little experimental at this time as well. You can see this person, this angel, is mixing these two cups here. They're trying to kind of work with, what they have to try and create something better. Kind of channel your inner alchemist, as I would say. With this Temperance card, as I said before, sign of Sagittarius, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. May have Sagittarius in your chart, but you can also see here with this angel, they have their foot dipped into the water here. It's almost as if they're starting to take that action, right? You can see the water sort of rippling, right? That's kind of like you tossing like a rock into like a pond or something, right? You're breaking the stagnation of the water tension and throwing a rock in it, creating a ripple, creating action, going for that. So I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to make that action. You need to stop this sort of stagnation in order to get moving to end the cycles. You need to take some action here. And with the Five of Wands here, you need to, focus on some self-improvements here too, Leo. You need to focus on improving yourself, focus on improving your situation here at this time. So I'm loving all that. That's awesome. So let's take a look at your possible clarifiers here. We got one wild one already, so we'll get into that in just a moment. Before we do, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it so much, Leo. But we're going to tie all of this off with an oracle card after we get you your clarifiers, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. Thank you again for being here, and let's just get into this. What do we got here? Well, we got two cards came out with that. We got the Six of Pentacles. We got the Three of Swords. We got Spike not happy that I've touched his tail ever so slightly. He's a sensitive boy. And we got the Moon here as well. Sign of Pisces. The major arcana continues for you, Leo. All right. So the Moon, as I said, sign of Pisces, might be dealing with Pisces, may have Pisces in your chart. If any of these are the case, hey, let me know down in the comments below. Always love to hear about that kind of stuff. But the Moon here, the Moon is talking about, we have the Moon and the stars in the Moon and the star in your reading here. So I feel like a very, a very like sort of mystical energy surrounding you this week. I feel like sort of like, kind of your higher purpose, something like that here. So I like that a lot. With the Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles here, the Three of Swords is telling you to cut out things that no longer serve you. I feel like you're kind of in that mode already. Like, I feel like like if this person, this situation, whatever you're dealing with, no longer serves you, where they're kind of getting in your way now, they're kind of trying to, hassle you. It's like it's telling you, like, you need to get rid of them, right? You can kind of sense that should be, they're going to keep, blockading you, preventing you from ending the cycle, preventing you from moving on to where you want to be if they keep, being a part of your life and doing this kind of stuff. So I feel like you kind of need to lay the law down on them. And with the Six of Pentacles as well, you kind of need to, be balanced, kind of take a look, kind of just be balanced, be generous at this time as well. Maybe you just need to kind of see things from their perspective and have a talk with them that way. Or like I say, maybe it's possible they don't even want to see things from your perspective, right? Maybe you need to have that kind of talk with them. And once you realize, hey, they're not going to see things my way, that's when you need to kind of cut them out, lay down the law like we were talking about here. And with the Moon, you need to stick to your path as well. You need to keep doing like what's true to you, right? You can't do what's true to someone else, because then you'd be walking their path, and you can't do that because that's not going to feel right, So let's take a look. Let's take a look at your clarifiers for your challenge cards here as well. We got cards trying to slip away here, trying to get away from us. But let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, we got the King of Swords, the Justice card, yep, and the Nine of Cups. We got the Justice card is Libra's card. So again, you might be dealing with a Libra. You may have Libra in your chart. But we got the King of Swords and the Justice card. Very interesting here. Very like with the Justice card, it's about being fair. It's about being balanced. It's about doing the right thing, the just thing, doing what's fair for everybody, not just like one person. So I feel like you need to, like I say, if this person's kind of treating you poorly and not treating you the way you feel you should be treated, or the way you actually should be treated, you need to let them know, right? The King of Swords is all about being analytical. He's all about telling you that, hey, this is how it is. If if someone's not treating you right, you tell them they're not treating you right. You don't sit there and just take it. The King of Swords doesn't put up with that. He's like, you know what? I don't like what you're doing. F you. This is, I don't like it, right? They don't get in there and they don't say, I'm just going to put up with the abuse for years and years to come or something like that. They go out and tell you like, hey, no, I'm done with this. F off, right? So yeah, I feel like you really want to do that, but again, we're kind of hesitant on it for some reason. And with the Nine of Cups here, you're probably feeling very dissatisfied here at this time. This person, the way they're treating you here. Nine of Cups generally represents fulfillment, satisfaction, and feeling like you're right there, like you're happy and content, right? But again, with it being in your challenge position, I feel like this situation is making you feeling anything but. So let's take a look and see what we got here for you for your possible clarifiers, for your possible outcome cards. And we got a whole mess of cards flying out there. We can't take that many. That was like a quarter of the deck that went flying there. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got here for you. We have got the Lovers. I like that. We got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, very interesting. Very interesting. The King and Queen of Swords have both come out, along with the Lovers card, too. So maybe this person who has authority over you is your partner. Maybe you need to kind of have that talk with them. That's interesting too, because all three air signs are here. We have the Lovers now with Gemini, Aquarius with the Star card, and Libra with the Justice card. Very interesting on that front. But when I just did Aries reading, which Aries is also in your reading with the Emperor here, they had a pretty similar kind of reading where we were talking about having honest conversations with our significant others. So you're having a very similar reading here at the tail end. May not be that for everybody, but I feel like for quite a few of you, it might be that might be the case here. With the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Swords coming out here for your clarifiers. Again, the Lovers sign in Gemini, might be dealing with a Gemini, might have Gemini in your chart. Again, lots of major arcana for you this week. But the Lovers, and the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I feel like this person, like you may feel like they were kind of your divine connection, because we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Lovers. That all is like divine connection energy, like when you have the pairings come out like that. So like that's very interesting. But that might be a thing where you felt like they were this kind of person, but with the Seven of Swords, they might not be actually everything they cracked up to be, because the Seven of Swords can be like a liar, cheater, stealer. So with that kind of coming out here in your resolution, it might be all coming out the light that that's how this person is, right? You're trying to talk with them, and it's like, okay, like, hey, I'm trying to be honest with you, and they're just being like, no, this isn't how it's going to be. I want it to be like this. We're going to do things my way, right? They want to have it their way, and to hell with you. That might be where you do that, rip the Band-Aid off moment, like we were talking about with the Ten of Swords back here. It's like, you know what? If you're going to be like that, then the hell with us. I don't need you. I'm going to go find my actual connection, right? The Queen of Swords wants you to be honest. She don't take no BS. The King of Swords doesn't either, but he's a little more analytical and a little more like, all right, how can I benefit myself here? The Queen of Swords is just like, she suffers no fools, right? She does not put up with any BS whatsoever here. So I feel like if this person's being that liar, cheater, stealer, they're being that tricky energy, they're only working out for what they want here, then I feel like you need to be like, yep, we're cutting that person out, right? So I'm loving that. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself and really go after what you want. Like we're talking about that Tower moment back here and the Star card and the Magician. I feel like you're manifesting what you want, whether that's this person changing and turning into that love connection that you want them to be, and realizing, oh, I shouldn't have, done this to you. I shouldn't have treated you this way. Or it's the opposite, where it's like they're like, I'm not going to change, and the hell with you. There's nothing something wrong with me. You need to put them out and go find your actual love connection. So that's awesome. I love it, Leo. So let's take a look and see what we got here for you. We got some cards flying. Actually, I got two came out there. We'll take them both. We got the snake spirit and we got the whale spirit. Time to heal and trust in the great mystery. So they say. And I like that. I feel like this is going to be, for some of you, I like how that is, because we've been talking about two different paths potentially here for you and two different cards, right? For everybody, I feel like trust in the great mystery is fantastic, because just trust in it. Trust in, like, you're making the right decision, you're making the right call, right? Whether it's, confronting them and them changing, that works out for the great, that works out awesome. And maybe you didn't know that was going to work out awesome, or you thought it was going to turn the other way and they were going to be like, you know what, I'm not changing. And you're like, well, then the hell with you, right? So I feel like either way, trust that mystery. So trust the great mystery so that you can move on and into the life you actually want and actually deserve here, Leo. And with the snake spirit, I feel like for some of you, for that second half, it's time to heal. It's time to, build back up. Snakes, they shed their skins, they heal up pretty quickly, right? Snakes and like a lot of reptiles and lizards and stuff, they heal up quite, quickly. When they can heal up from, lost limbs and stuff, right? They can grow them back. They heal in that way. So you might feel like you're losing a limb here. You might feel like this person was that divine connection for you, but you're going to heal up from this. You're going to come back stronger, and you're going to be heading towards your star. You're going to be heading towards what you want. That cycle is finally going to end here with the death card, and you're finally going to be finding the love that you really want. So that is beautiful, Leo. Hopefully this has been helping you out. Hopefully this has been resonating with you. If you want to help me out, though, help out the channel, you can hit that thumbs up button, that like button. It helps out a ton, lets YouTube know you like what I do here. You can also subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That way you can find this channel a lot easier, and you can check out your readings throughout the week, and as I post them every week. Of course, you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one, Leo. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully that's all resonating and helping you out too. Thank you again for being here, Leo, and I hope to see you in the next video.